Hey, I'm Havilland Maxwell. Welcome back or welcome to the channel. Today, I want to talk to you about how I got started as a voice actor without having any experience in the business. So, a common misconception is that you have to have experience, but it's almost like trying to get a new job when you're trying to get a job, but you're trying to, fill out your resume, but you don't have anything to fill your resume out with. So, you're trying to figure out all the pieces and get it together. I started as a voice actor in a corporate environment. So I was working in human resources at the time for a company, and the guy that ran the phone system there said, "Hey, you have a nice voice. I think that you would be a good fit for the phone system." And I didn't really know what was happening. I just thought I'd give it a try. He said, "Well, meet me in the conference room and on your lunch break, and we'll knock the recording out." So he gives me a sheet of paper with the prompts on there, and it was real old school, and I had to hold the phone to my ear and read the prompts, and it was press 1 for press 2 for press 3, that type of thing. And then he said, "Oh, well, you're pretty good at this. I'm gonna give you some of my other accounts that I have," because he managed other companies where he managed the phone systems for other small companies around the area. So he said, "I'm gonna have you do a few more." The first gig that I did for him, I made $100 under the table at work, and I was over the moon. I'm like, I just made more here doing this than I did with my full-time gig, right? So I'm like, "What is this? What am I doing?" And he's like, "You're doing voiceover work. This is a type of voiceover work." So it's not the most glamorous work by any stretch of the imagination, but for me, I was hooked in. I'm like, "What is this?" He's like, "You're doing voiceover work. It's a form of voiceover work." And he's like, "So I'll, make sure I have a couple other things and I'll play your voice for some other people and we'll see how it goes." That one opportunity that I had, that chance opportunity, I wasn't even thinking about voice acting, turned into 15 years later, me being a voice actor for some of the top brands in the country and doing training videos and doing commercials and doing radio, TV, web, explainer videos, doing an infomercial for the first time. And so I want to tell you that you don't necessarily have to be in those spaces. When it's aligned for you to move into wherever you're supposed to move into, it's going to happen regardless, because I wasn't even thinking about it. Now, having said that, I wasn't thinking about it doesn't mean that I hadn't thought about it previously. So when I was smaller and I was a child, I was thinking like it'd be great to be on TV or be doing something like that, but I had nobody really to look to in my life that was doing that kind of thing. So I want to say to you, even if you are in an office job or you can't stand it, or you're hustling and you're 9 to 5 and you're doing all these things, if you're starting out right now and you know this is a path that you want to take, don't discount these smaller opportunities. We're a society now that is like, make $10,000 in one day and that type of thing, and that's all well and good, and you can do that. Trust me, you can do it, but I want you to not be overwhelmed by that thought. I want you to understand that you can start where you are. So I was just on a call with a student of mine, and he was talking about going through the process of finding basically work in his own backyard, and he was discounting the place that he worked. And I said, "You need to go to them and ask them if there's any work for you there." So I know of other students that I've had who have done the training videos for their job. That's practice. That's the ability to say, "I'm using my voice and I'm learning how to do this," right? Figure out other places that you can work that are smaller jobs, but they're also places to give you the practice and exposure that you need. Okay. Sometimes it's not these huge things, these huge opportunities. It's smaller opportunities that many people may throw away. Many people may, turn up their nose at. I could have easily said to this guy, "I'm not going to do that." Like, "What? Go do that for this?" Like, no, that was my first voiceover gig and it paid $100. It was my first voiceover gig and it was magical to me. Okay. And so don't discount the smaller places. Don't discount local businesses. Don't discount churches. Don't discount places where you can use your voice get your practice on, and learn how it works. Okay. That's what you want to do at the very beginning. So I got my start sitting in a conference room at work. Okay. So if you want to be a voice actor, please understand you don't have to always start out with these grandiose plans. It can be a smaller plan as long as it works for you. And understand that everybody's journey into the voice acting world is going to be different. Everybody's stories are going to be different. So my story is I started in a conference room. I have not taken any acting classes. I've taken a lot of business classes on the business side, but I have not taken any acting classes. Yet I am a voice actor. Yet I am an actor as well. I've done on camera acting, I've done emceeing, I've done hand modeling and the like for some really great companies and really great projects, but I didn't necessarily go to school for that. Am I telling you not to go to school? No, because I think there's a benefit, right? I think there's definitely a benefit for acting lessons and improv classes and the like, depending on your goals. It really depends on your goals and where you want to be. I'm not discounting lessons because I still may take them, but I want you to understand sometimes you just start where you are and stop taking and take all the extra stuff out because we're a society that just, we're talking about all this extra stuff all the time and it's easy to get overwhelmed. Take a look at your surroundings, figure out where you are now, and really look at where you can be of service. Because at the end of the day, we are voice actors and we're creators, but we are supposed to be of service. So think about where you can be of service. Start asking around. Okay, one of the easiest things that you can do is make a list of all the people that you know and start asking around. Can I do this for you? Okay? Can I help you out with this? That's something that I did. And I didn't need any equipment at the time. I literally sat there. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect audio, I'm sure, but it worked. It was a system that worked. I literally sat and held a phone up to my ear. Now, yes, is that old school in today's standards? Certainly it is. But at the same time, there's still other opportunities for you. Don't discount the smaller opportunities because you can get started in your own backyard. Okay. That's the word for today. If you need additional training and you know you really want to be a voice actor and you're really excited about it, if you want training on the acting side and on the business side of how to become a voice actor, I have a 7-week program called Make Money with Your Mouth. The details are in the link. You can apply and get started. Okay. So check it out. Take care of yourself and be encouraged.